Hey guys, welcome to another episode on the Virtual Shelling Network. I'm Virtual Shell Tour Guide Laura, and I am going to be shelling for tinies today. So if you guys have been watching my videos, you guys know that I give lots and lots of tips on finding teeny tiny shells because they are my favorite. There's regular size shells, and then there's minis, and then there's tinies, and then there's micro tinies, and I just love all of them. So we are at the tip of Keewaydin today, which is really popular shelling spot. I will say that it's hit or miss depending on the weather and the tides and storms and all of that good stuff. If you remember my other tutorial videos on tinies, you'll know that all of this black stuff here and all of this black stuff in the water, it kind of looks like coffee grounds. I'll kind of get close so you guys can see. This is where you are going to find all your teeny tiny shells. In the water is a great place to look, but it's going to be kind of hard to see just because there's so much stuff. But there are going to be little teeny tiny shells throughout here. But for the sake of this video, we are going to come up here and we're going to do a little bit of shelling. And you can see, like, over here, you don't really see much, right? There's not a whole lot of black stuff, but right here is where it kind of begins. And that's when you can kind of crouch down and look for your little shells. Like, here's a little spiny jewelry box here, and pretty purple inside. And so one thing I will tell you guys, I always recommend keeping a really good shell bag. So I have my medium shell bag here for my little tiny shells that will not go through that mesh. So it's really important, if you have one of the cheap laundry mesh bags from like Amazon, that's okay for some larger shells, but your little teeny tinies will definitely fall through. So keep that in mind. Make sure you have a really good quality shelling bag when you come shelling for tinies. Okay, so up here is definitely where you're going to be able to find some little shells, but it's a little bit busy up in here. So sometimes I like to come a little bit down, especially when the tide is either coming in or coming out, and kind of leaving this little rack line right here. All of these little shells, it's gonna kind of push the little tiny stuff all up in here. So when you look for these little areas that are getting caught in shells, this is where you are gonna find, let me try to zoom in, your little tiny shells. Look how cute. So these are the micro-tinies. So they are teeny tiny little shells, and I love them. You can put these in like a little vial. They're so cute to have in like a little glass vial. Let's see if I can grab these before any waves come in. But they're tiny, they're little, and they're definitely not everybody's cup of tea, but they definitely are mine. You can see another little rice olive here, and they called rice olives because they look like a little grain of rice. And then here looks like an intact jewelry box. Look how pretty that one is. You got to be really careful with these as they dry out. This hinge ligament right there becomes really brittle, so you want to be careful that if you let them dry, you want them to dry however you want it to stay. So if you want it to stay closed, let it dry like that. If you want it to stay open, like this, sorry, I'm trying to be careful, there we go, you can let it dry open like that. Look how pretty and purple that is in there. And if it does come undone, I'll try to see if I can focus in on that little hinge ligament right there. You can always take just a little bit of glue and glue that back together. So this little rice olive right here, so you guys can see like how big it is. I mean, it's small, but compared to these little tinies right there, look how tiny that one is, and this one, and that one. So super duper small. So here's another little group of teeny tiny little shells. So I'll zoom in so you guys can see them all. But they're so fun to find, and this is just, it's one of those things where you really have to have good eyesight, for one. If you don't have good eyesight, you can use your phone and zoom in and just look at your screen, and you'll be able to find them, and then take your finger and you'll be able to find out like where they are to be able to pick them up. Some of these rice olives have a purple tip, like this one right here. See the little purple tip on those? I love those. Those are so cute. So I'll just pick these up, and all of these teeny shells will not fall out of my shell bag. Here's another one with a little purple tip on it. So all of these will make it back safe and sound. I don't have to worry about rinsing them off or anything like that. I just throw them in my bag. I give my bag a good rinse before I get back into the boat. And then when I get home, I can separate all my shells. So here is a really calm little area that has these little coffee grounds. And if the water is calm enough, this is a really fun place to look. If it's too wavy, make sure nobody's home in there, little button shell. If it's too wavy, it gets just really hard to see. But when it's calm enough, like this little worm shell, you'll be able to kind of see all these little shells, but they're kind of sometimes hard to grab. Look how cute. Oh, there's another one with a little purple tip right here. Let me see if I can grab it. Look at that. Oh, and look what hold on, let me put these in my bag. Look what I see right here. I haven't found a limpet in a long time. Floating right in front of me right here. Oh, look. And he is alive too. Look at that. Not often do we see limpets alive. And you can see right there, I don't know if you guys will be able to see, I'm gonna try to zoom in, his little eyeball. How cute. Oh, I don't know if that's his eyeball. I'm thinking that's his eyeball. I can barely see. How cute. There's his little mouth right there. So usually these are suctioned onto other shells like that, but we'll leave him right here and see if he wants to hang on. Oh, here's another one too right here. Let me see if I can see if this one's alive or not. Oh, this one is alive too. Very interesting. We've had some really cool weather. You can see this one's little mouth right up there. So a lot of these shells were stunned with the cold water, and then plus with all of the winds, they have washed ashore. So whenever you are shelling and there's just a ton of shells all over the place, like you guys can see like how many shells, oops, sorry, focus in, how many shells are here right now, and how many are like washed up on the beach. You always want to make sure you're double, triple checking your shells, because a lot of times they will still have a critter in there. We want to make sure that we only take empty seashells. So here's another little area that I thought I just saw something here, right here. A little periwinkle. So a lot of times you'll find periwinkles on docks and pilings. Just rinse this out, see if anybody's in there. Nope, nobody home. Look how cute that little periwinkle is. So cute. And I thought I saw a larger one. It just caught my eye, but I think it floated with the water. And you guys can see like my shell bags in the water right now, and all of my little shells, the teeny tinies, are all totally fine. They are not going anywhere. So that's another reason why you want to make sure, if you're going to be looking for the teeny tiny little shells, that you have a really good shell bag that you can rinse out in the water, and your little shells will all be in there just fine. So sometimes people will ask me, you know, what's the draw to teeny tiny shells? Like, why are they such a big deal? And it's not that they're a big deal, but some people just love them. Number one, because they just like teeny tiny little things. They're just so cute. Here's a little kind of bleached out leopard or a calico crab shell. But you know, some people just like to collect them because they like little teeny tiny things. Some people like to use them for crafting, such as sailors' valentines, or if you need little eyeballs for little critters that you're making out of shells. And other times there's certain shells that are just small, if you want to find them, such as a Wentel trap. So Wentel traps, there are some species of Wentel traps that get larger, but locally here in Florida, we just have these smaller ones. This is actually a pretty decent size for a Wentel trap. They do get a little bit larger than this. I've seen them up to like 3/4 of an inch, maybe slightly larger, but they're just not a large shell. So as an adult, like this one, this is about as big as they are going to be. Look at all these little teeny tiny babies. Look at this right there. So cute. And I'm just somebody that really thinks that the little baby shells are just really unique, and I love to just collect them. Get that seaweed out of there. So here is another little tiny rock line right here where you see all of this black stuff. Look how cute. Always try to see if anybody's in there. I know that they're small, but you'll still be able to tell if you've got a critter in there. I'll try to come back a little bit so you guys can see that I'm talking about right up here. This is where we're gonna be looking. Is that a little limpet right there? Oh my gosh, look how cute it is. It's so small. And here's another one right here. Oh, I dropped it. Where did it go? Here it is. So small, so cute. Another little rice olive. Oh, we've got a visitor. So just because you don't see like a ton of that black stuff doesn't mean that you're not still gonna find tiny little shells. Oh my gosh, is that a paper fig too? Look, it's a tiny little paper fig. I wonder if it's broken though. Oh, it just has a little chip, but look how cute that little paper fig is. Oh my gosh, and here's a little bubble shell too. And here we've got a little shark eye. And we have another little worm snail. I love these. These are one of my favorite things to collect. And it looks like, is that another little limpet right here? Also known as a hat because, you know, it looks like a hat. Alright guys, the tide is starting to come in and I'm starting to lose my rack line, but I hope you found this video on tinies super helpful. If you have any questions, comments, or requests, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. You can send me a message at virtualshelling@gmail.com. You can also comment below. I would love to hear from you. Thank you so much for subscribing. I will see you again next time.